Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be taking a look at Petersfield and what would happen if a tier 10 club had a perfect shell. So the perfect shell would be, we can take a look at the club details here. So the facilities are all 20. So it's 20 training facilities, it's 20 youth recruitment, as well as facilities for the youth, junior coaching and corporate facilities. So it's certainly something that can help the club. The youth recruitment certainly will give the club a good base to kind of power up the leagues, I expect. And the corporate facilities and training facilities will help develop those players, as well as bring in a bit of extra cash for that side of things. But it may also detriment them in that side with the amount of money they may need to spend to kind of keep that running. So Petersfield are a tier 10 club in the Sydenham's Wessex League Division 1. We will certainly take a look at how they progress, see how far they can go and what stage they will be at in a few years' time. Wow, okay, so Petersfield, 5 years on, they are in the National League South. Quite an incredible little run of form for them. They seem to have got promoted instantly. So they were obviously relegated the year prior into the league that we found them at in tier 10, but they won that league, won the next league up, and again and again. So they've won consecutively the leagues, and that means that they do find themselves in the Vanarama National League South. It's certainly interesting to see if they brought anyone in with regards to things. So a lot of money going on loans and free agents. So a lot of players are being brought in, but I wouldn't say. It's interesting to see certainly how much this the kind of shell that the club's got has affected them. So finances wise, they have got quite a bit of money in there. It looks like they've got around £1 million in there, so I don't know quite how they've got that much money. They do have undersoil heating now at the stadium, so that maybe helps them with that. They have training facilities have decreased slightly, same with the youth facilities, which you'd kind of expect because the facilities do decline over time if they're not upgraded, and I expect the funds can't upgrade them any further than that. But the kind of good base of youth recruitment and corporate facilities and junior coaching all certainly help with the development of players. Interesting to see an interesting kind of rocket ship formation there. It's 1-star reputation. It'll be great to see how they kind of progress from this now. If they continue their run of form of hitting the top of the league and winning things, or if it kind of stagnates slightly and they've got to take a bit more time. Do they turn professional so they can keep those players that are coming through, or how that all works? Their hot prospect is Stuart Belfort. Let's take a look at his attribute. So he looks pretty decent for a non-league team, certainly. Only just signed for them, so interesting to see. How old is he? He's only 15 years old. Let's take a look at his positions as well. So he's a striker, 15 years old. I mean, not amazing finishing or anything, but first touch is decent, passing is good as well. So he's got something about him that could develop, and he's already wanted by Barrow and Chester, so a couple of little bit bigger teams than Petersfield Town themselves. But we'll jump ahead again another 5 years to 2030 and see if they've managed to carry on this amazing run of form they've had. Alright, so they're still in the Vanarama National League South. Has there been any change? So they obviously got up. They managed to stay 9th, then 8th, then dropped down to 18th. So they kind of had a bit of a blip, maybe, a bit of a recharge. And they've just finished 2nd in the league. What does that mean for the table, though? Does that mean they've got promotion? It does. They've got promotion to the National League, just behind Eastleigh there on goal difference. So only just missing out on the title now. Interesting to see. It maybe took a little while for a couple of the players to really start to form. Still a semi-professional club, a bit more of a traditional 5-2-1-2 there with Gareth Jones in charge. Certainly, again, interesting to see how it's worked out for them. They've spending a bit of money again on loans, so not too much going on. Have reduced kind of the amount of players they've brought in a bit more with that as well. Let's jump another 5 years. Let's keep going to 2035. How they get on in the National League, and if they are able to again get that promotion they're looking for. Wow, okay, so Petersfield are back in the National League South, so it seems like they've kind of dropped off again. A bit of a yo-yo club. It seems like they obviously got promoted, got relegated straight away again, coming 20th even in the Vanarama National League, fighting from promotion straight back up, did win it through the playoffs, then got relegated straight down again. Did they manage to get through this season, or I think they might have been kind of stuck in the league again? Let's take a quick look of last season. So yeah, they came 4th, so just missed out on getting that promotion up to the league, only 3 points off of second place. Certainly, again, interesting to see that they've kind of dropped off again into the Vanarama National League South. We'll have to take a look and see if that's a case where they will stagnate again. Is this kind of their kind of field of play now with those details of the facilities? Again, their training facilities and youth facilities have dropped off once more, but still way too good for a team of this level, and the recruitment and everything is at an all-time high. Finance-wise, still got a good amount of money in the bank. I don't know, maybe that's because they've been selling players. Because they haven't been previously. Not getting a lot for players if they do sell them. A lot going away on free transfers. Interesting to see. It doesn't look like a massive squad though, and they're not incredible value. What about in their under 23s? A few different nationalities in there as well, which is quite interesting to see. Especially with the kind of academy setup they've got. Not much being spent on wages as well, so it looks like they might be relying a lot on their academy for those costs. But we'll jump ahead again into 2040 one last time, see if they did get promoted, if they were able to bounce back one more time, or if it's kind of the end of the road for their kind of progression at this point. All right, it's looking like they might have stagnated. It's Vanarama National League South for them, and they're still there. It looks like they have kind of, again, just kind of stopped. They were fighting for promotion, but they've kind of drifted to a mid-table finish at this point. A 4-4-2 formation they're playing with secure finances. Not overly confident in that side of things. Finances-wise, yeah, 500k in the bank, so nothing too drastic. They've never really been worried about money-wise. Again, facilities continues to decrease, but they've still got that base of an incredible youth academy. Transfers-wise, has there been anything substantial that's happened in that front? It's still players going out on frees and not a lot of money being able to be spent or brought in. Michael Shabu, possibly one of their largest amounts. Let's take a look. Is there any... So you've got Rowan Furlong, who's currently their most goals scored by a player. Lowest position, first in the Sydenham's league. Let's take a look at transfers. So yeah, Shabu was the most amount they've ever brought in, which is interesting for a club of this sort of ilk with the kind of setup they've got for players. But interesting to see, certainly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do have anything else you'd like to see, and then let me know. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'm sure I will catch you on the next one. Thanks very much and see you later.